All right, guys, we're going to talk about sustainability today. More importantly, we're going to talk about ecology, interactions, interdependence, and independence. All right. Like, again, if you're here, you probably got one wrong. It's pretty easy. We'll fix that. Interdependence and interactions. All right. Ecology is the study of interactions of organisms in the environment or surroundings. All right. So that's kind of a broad statement there, but it really is what ecology is. It talks about the interactions, all right? Interactions can be anything from eating to being eaten, pollinating or being pollinated, growing due to the environment or dying due to the environment, all right? Things that we see every day out there when you're in the woods or anything you can see pretty much from the classroom really happening with birds and trees and rabbits, everything. Interdependence is a part of ecosystems being dependent upon all parts of the ecosystem. All right. So everything really relies on everything. Even if it doesn't really interact, it still relies on that in order to make that ecosystem thrive and continue to thrive throughout it. All right. Independence, our species, Homo sapiens, can radically alter our interactions with environments and alter or break interdependence. So, meaning it's kind of like a ripple effect. We talk about it a lot in endangered species. If you take one of those species out of that environment, it can completely change or alter what happens. All right. And we talked about it a little bit with the Yellowstone wolves. We're going to also talk about it with stuff that's native to Kentucky as well. But when we do this, it really can change or radically alter, causing like a ripple effect. Energy in the biosphere, ultimate source is the sun. It gives us all the energy that we need, all right? There are multiple ways to harvest it, which we've discussed, and I'm sure you guys know multiple other ways as we use the sun in order to harvest its natural energy, all right? Autotrophs and producers, they're the same thing, all right? They use sunlight to produce food, all right? So what it does is it uses it through photosynthesis. So it makes glucose, which is sugar, in order to make its own food in order for it to thrive in the environment, all right? We as people, we can't do that. So we would consider ourselves as heterotrophs or consumers, all right? We rely on other organisms for energy, all right? Where autotrophs don't have to rely on other organisms, they just rely on the sun, okay? So herbivores, they rely on plants. Carnivores, they rely on meat, all right? They get those meats and they grow through those specific things, all right? Omnivores are what we kind of are. We eat both plants and animals, all right? So detrivores, they eat dead matter, which those would be like worms and crabs, and they rely on those dead things, all right? So they rely on those, all right? Decomposers, all right? They break down organic matter. What they do is they break down dead or organic matter. They chew it up, comes back out, and they use that, and that puts nutrients back into our ecosystem, all right?